Here now in 2022, it's about games. It's about a lot of childish things. It's about having fun because you hear a lot of women. You hear a lot of women say, "Oh man, he's boring. All right, he doesn't want to go have fun. He doesn't want to go travel. We want to do this." Listen, ladies, we love y'all, but we ain't your play buddy. We trying to build something. We gotta have something in our life that we're trying to move past. We're trying to move past this single life and single individual mindset and bring it into a nuclear mindset, a family mindset where we build things together and grow as a family and grow as a team. What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Var, man. We back again, man. I know y'all haven't seen me in a long time. What's goody, what's goody? I mean, I'm gonna be doing this video. All right, because I feel like it's needed. All right. I had a video back a while ago, made my first video called "We Don't Care About Your Degrees." I wanted to do it part two, but this is gonna be just as important. After I did that video, you saw people like Kevin Samuels, Myron Gaines, Danica, Chanel, Sarah Lee. You know, you've seen a whole bunch of YouTubers. They talked about how we don't want your degree. Now, when I make this video, watch how things start changing. Y'all gonna wake up. We gonna talk about it. All right. The only things that you need in a relationship in 2022 that y'all are missing. I'm gonna wake y'all up, man. Let's talk about it after this. Let's go. I don't need no man. I just want that's I know that's one. I know that's one on here. What up, y'all, man? We back again. You already know what it is. Make sure y'all do all the right things. I'm gonna get right to it, though. I'm gonna get right to it. Okay. 10 things. Not even 10 things. I'm gonna just list maybe like 5 or 6 things. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Number one, you're taking the good with the bad. All right. You gotta take the good with the bad. That means that when you're dating someone or you're going out with someone, you're getting to know someone, you know, and you're in the mindset of going out there and bonding with someone, you're taking the good with the bad. You're going out there with a purpose. You're taking the good with the bad. You're not going to be able to tell if someone is keeping it real with you at first, but it's about having patience and understanding that no one's perfect. They're going to be putting their best foot forward, which is a good thing. If you're not on a date or whatever case may be, and they're not trying to put their best foot forward, maybe that's telling, right? That's a red flag. Put your best foot forward. Dress nice, smell good, have some conversation going. Let them know all the great things about you. Cool. But expect there to be bad things. I wouldn't even say bad things, just things that you're not used to. All right, things that you're not used to, and be able to work with that. All right. Let's just have an example. This person may not always be early to things. All right, they may be late to things, especially in their first date. All right, I'm gonna be 20 minutes. I'm gonna be 20 minutes late. Is that okay? Don't be if you're gonna be 20 minutes late, that means you don't care about the date. You don't care about me. You don't care about that. Nah, that's not the way you're supposed to go about things, man. Like, give the person a chance. Maybe to have an explanation. Maybe not. Maybe this. Maybe that. Doesn't matter. You take the good with the bad. That can go in any direction on any level. You understand what I'm saying? That's number one. Now this lines up with number one. Number two, have patience with your partner's idiosyncrasies. Idiosyncrasies, okay? There's always going to be things that is going to be opposite of what you're used to, or certain little tweaks, things that make another person tick that you may not be used to. You know what I mean? Like, if a person ends up maybe when you're talking to someone, right? Maybe when you're talking to someone and they get a little nervous or they have anxiety, they start scratching their ear like this, and you're talking to them. And you're thinking like, yo, why this person touching her ear all the time when I'm talking? I went to school here, and my parents are from here. I have a degree in this, degree in that, and they're just touching their ear, and you know what I mean? You're like, why you gotta touch your ear? even if it weirds you out, just have an understanding that person that makes a person tick. That may be a person's comfort zone, or a way to comfort themselves. Almost like sucking their thumb, almost. You know what I mean? Almost like sucking their thumb. So be patient with those idiosyncrasies. Maybe you can mention it if you don't like it, or if they could change it. Maybe you could help them get over some type of anxiety issues that they have. Just be patient with them. If you try to bond with someone, that's a lot of the reason where it starts. You understand what I mean? I noticed that a lot of women, I should have said this before. Number one, a lot of women, or a lot of people, they put the sexual stimulation ahead of all. If there's no sexual stimulation, there's nothing. Where did we get that from? The only thing, these are the things that matter, and these are the things this is why I'm listening to these things. The only things that matter in a relationship in 2022 are the things that actually matter. Life is going very fast. Okay. By the time you're 60, 70, 80 years old, you want to have somebody that you guys are going through life and not bonding with people. You're not knowing their idiosyncrasies. You're not knowing the things that make them tick. You're not knowing the little small things. You don't know the good and the bad in order to adjust. So, and the problem is a lot of people don't want to adjust. That's a big problem. Take all that extra stuff. Take the sex out of it. Take the fun out of it. You understand? And just look at that person as a person that you can grow with. All right. Number two, have some patience with the idiosyncrasies. Okay. That's number two. Enjoying more with less. Enjoying more with less. Okay. You're like, what are you talking about? Enjoying more with less. So think of other cultures, right? People that have relationships outside of the culture, you can see that the culture that they came from, they didn't have much. So they're okay with having less and being more. You know, they know that they don't have many things, but as a person, they're able to give things to others. You know what I mean? They take the importance of loyalty, love, respect, communication, things more seriously. You know, I know I grew up in a city where, you know, you could be a thug and have some Jewish friends or whatever the case is, and I also had an area where they called it Little Mexico. All right, Little Mexico. So I bring the Little Mexico thing up is because I know a lot of women, a lot of black women. I must say, a lot of black women, but not even black women, Western women. A lot of Western women, they put a big emphasis on height, you know, money, status, things like that, and that's the things that make them go. That's the thing that get them juices flowing. But enjoying that person with less. Maybe they're not as tall. Maybe they don't have as much money. Maybe they don't have much status. They like to stay to themselves, or whatever the case may be. If you see somebody that you click with, don't think about how others would click with that person. That may be your person. And then you can grow with that person with all of their idiosyncrasies, all of the things that they think they do wrong to others. It may make you may be okay with it. You may be able to work with them and make it work with you in a relationship. Okay, you guys are now a pair. You should be thinking that when you're dating someone, and this comes with dating with a purpose. You don't go out with people. First of all, you don't go out with nobody that you don't feel like you'll be sexually attracted to in later. And I know a lot of dudes and a lot of women will talk themselves out of that sexual stimulation, but you should know that this is the type of person that I wouldn't mind laying down with, but let me see what he's about. Let me see what she's about. You understand? Fellas, and I mean, like, you got to make sure you have the discipline. Y'all got to have some discipline. Not all these dates are going to end in sex. Not all these interactions are going to end in sex. So don't think about that. Y'all got to have more discipline. Because you're not gonna be able to pick and weed and whack out all the toxic behaviors, because you're gonna be too into the sexual stimulation, right? Because the sexual stimulation can come from any type of person, a toxic person, a healthy person, people all walks of life and different levels in life and things and different statuses and stuff. But you're not gonna be able to pick what's good for you. You don't know what's good for you and what you can grow with. All right. there is a such thing as a building stage, a bonding stage. You talk more early so you don't have to talk so much later. Y'all just know each other's movements. Oh man, she acting like that, I ain't even gonna bother. Or she acting like that, let me go ahead and I'm gonna sneak out and go grab her some flowers or something. These are things that you can do and see in your partner. You understand what I'm saying? That's number three, man. Enjoy more with less. All right, think of less being more. Less is more. You understand? That's number three. Thinking of your potential partner as family. This person is going to be your family. He or she is going to be a brother-in-law or a sister-in-law to your brothers and sisters. All right. She is going to be a parent to your kids, but also going to be an aunt and uncle to your nieces and nephews and stuff like that. Like, you got to see this person as your family. This is a person you look at as family. That will create that feeling of, all right, I'm gonna need to make sure I have unconditional love. I got they back no matter what's gonna happen. Like, they may look at him like, or her, as, oh, they kind of boring, they kind of lame, whatever the case is. But that's yours. That's your lame. That's your boring. All right, look to do that in a relationship to see what type of bond that you could build with that person. All right. Remember, the person that you're looking at, you have to be able to look at them as family. I don't care if they're whiter than you, darker than you, or whatever they look like, whatever case may be. And you got to be able to protect them. I know it's all about, like, men have to protect their women or whatever case may be. We have an innate sense for that. All right, some have it to Our Lady. We're going to make sure we stand in line. We're going to stand in the front line and make sure we protect. That goes for women too. Don't think that women don't protect their man. If you look at the Will Smith and Jada situation, their family don't protect Will. Don't no man want to be in a position where, let's just say they have to be in front of the camera. Let's just say that their main source of income and revenue comes from social media. You can't have your lady talking crazy about you or the things that they've done that's going to embarrass you and your bottom line. Because at the end of the day, you're supposed to make sure you keep them secure. You got to protect them from things and stuff like that. But you got to make sure your people protecting you too. You ain't perfect, but you working hard for them. So that's why I had to bring up the Jada family and all that stuff. They still talking about Tupac. That's disrespectful. God knows what this man Will is thinking about. You understand what I'm saying? Think of that person as your family. That's the way you should be going into this. Your next partner, the person you going out on a date with, if you don't see him as your family, or you don't see that you can see them as your family, just walk away, or let them know, like, hey man, I'm not really feeling this, whatever the case may be. Forget all that. Forget all that extra stuff. Family matters. All right, that's number 4, 5, whatever, man, whatever it is. And pick someone that wants to get serious. Pick someone that you can get serious with. All right, here now in 2022, it's about games. It's about a lot of childish things. It's about having fun, because you hear a lot of women say, "Oh man, he's boring. All right, he doesn't want to go have fun. He doesn't want to go travel. We want to do this." Listen, ladies, we love y'all, but we ain't your play buddy. We trying to build something. We gotta have something in our life that we're trying to move past. We're trying to move past this single life and single individual mindset and bring it into a nuclear mindset, a family mindset, where we build things together and grow as a family and grow as a team. Who can you get serious with? Who can you sit down and have serious conversations with without getting defensive or offended of certain things? When you're able to have conversations like that with someone, maybe you say something that can possibly be triggering, but that person just says, "Oh damn, why do you think that?" Or like, "Let's talk about it," as opposed to, "Why would you say that?" "Oh no, why would why? No. Not with anger, but with curiosity and in the sense of like wanting to be educated about a certain situation, as opposed to being offended or being defensive. You know what I mean? So pick someone that wants to get serious and not want to be so childish and playful all the time. Not saying, because I'm not saying don't have fun, because number one, you be on a date, you can sense if a person wants to enjoy your time or do things like that with you. right? You can sense that. You're like, oh, he's laughing, he's funny, he did. But then you want that man to have a serious side. You want that woman to have a serious side. All right, but look, mama, let's talk about something real quick. You remember the other day on the news, I sent you that article about those starving children at that in that continent. You know what I mean? Maybe we have you thought about doing charities or something like that? I got this thing I'm about to, like, if you're able to get serious with her and have a plan to do something special in the future, that's the woman you want. That's the man you want. Because you're gonna have way more of those than well, I can't say you're gonna have way more of those, but you can those are way more important times than the fun times, laughing. Oh, SpongeBob. Oh man, they fell off the bike on BMX. Oh dang. Quicksand. Quicksand looks fun. I don't know. I have no idea. Whatever you guys laugh at or whatever you guys think is funny, whatever case may be. Oh, that scary movie. Jason is running real slow and still call old girl. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, you want to be able to get serious with a person, not always joking all the time. And I know a lot of females like, oh man, he's just so serious. He takes life so seriously. Well, yo, man, 2022, life is serious. You see what's going on with relationships. We had a damn battle for no reason, and this video is basically to let y'all know that, you know, it's okay to get serious. It's okay to do things with a purpose, to date with a purpose. You understand what I'm saying? Stop worrying about the sexual stimulation all the time, because that sexual stimulation will come when you have a bond with someone. Y'all having sex left and right, like y'all. It's just weird. It's just really weird nowadays. I mean, it is what it is. Maybe I'm just an old school player. I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? I know a lot of men just want to move forward and move to the next time in life. I know a lot of women also want to move on the next side of life. What's on the other side after you bond with your man, after you bond with your lady? What's on the other side? Do y'all think it's time to get serious about these relationships or no? Or you think it's time to stop fighting each other? Do y'all think it's that time? I do. I've experienced too much for me to not say something like that. Y'all see, I don't really post like that. I don't post too much. But when I post, I want to post things that are important to the culture, that's important to the Western culture. I personally want to say the black culture, but it's not just the black culture. It's all cultures within the Western, on the Western end. For whatever reason, it's almost like we don't want each other anymore. That's what it seems. All right. Or we want each other so much, we want them in a certain way you're not willing to have any type of you're not able to settle down on anything. You know, y'all take that word settle and y'all think y'all losing, but it's not. Y'all winning if y'all able to actually settle on something and not let the paradox of choice take a hold of you. Paradox of choice is having so many options and not able to choose any. Don't let that go for so long that you really don't choose anybody and you're on your deathbed by yourself. Not building a bond with somebody. That single person. Let me know how I did in this video, man. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, hate, like, comment. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Var. Welcome to Jive Talk TV. Man, we out of here. Y'all already know what it is, man. We out.